Inuarata Nosaha is my name, and I'm so elated to come your way this morning and add value to your day. We have been on our series, Different Leadership Styles and Their Impact on Workplace Dynamics. And the case scenario we are going to use to look at that topic again this morning is how a Deputy Commissioner of Police applied the democratic and pace-setting leadership styles to translate the Commissioner of Police policies into practical actions. How a Deputy Commissioner of Police applied democratic and pace-setting leadership styles to translate the Commissioner of Police policies into practical actions. Different leadership styles and their impact on workplace dynamics. And now we are focusing on the democratic and pace-setting leadership style from a case scenario perspective. Now, the democratic leadership style is a leadership style that uses a template of inclusivity, whereby every team member is carried along to contribute ideas, to contribute innovation for the achievement of the team goals and the progress of the team. The pace-setting leadership style is a leadership model or a leadership template whereby the leadership, the team leader sets up a standard and, he exemplifies that standard and expect the team members to also, model, also exemplify. He exemplified the standard and he expects the team leader to also do as he is doing. That is the pace-setting leadership style. A pace setter. The pace-setting template is pace-setting model, where the team leader sets a standard, he exemplifies the standard, and he also wants his team members to mirror what he has modeled or what he has exemplified. And the case study, one more time, that we are using this morning is how a Deputy Commissioner of Police applied the democratic and pace-setting leadership styles to translate the Commissioner of Police policies into practical actions. And we'll go straight into the case scenario. When the Commissioner of Police issued a comprehensive policy directive mandating a complete digital shift in crime recording and rapid response tracking across the state command, the execution fell to the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations. Recognizing that top-down orders often stall at the implementation stage due to field-level inertia, the Deputy Commissioner of Police strategically combined democratic and pace-setting leadership styles to turn the executive policy into daily operational reality. The Deputy Commissioner of Police initially deployed a democratic leadership style to secure genuine buy-in from key stakeholders. How did he do that? He convened interactive workshops with divisional officers, traffic health, and tactical leads. Rather than simply dictating procedures, he presented the Commissioner of Police vision and asked, how do we make this work on the front lines without disrupting daily patrols? Officers voiced operational bottlenecks ranging from unreliable network coverage in rural outposts to equipment gaps. By incorporating their practical feedback into the final implementation blueprint, the Deputy Commissioner of Police gave field commanders direct ownership of the new policy, transforming potential resistance into collective commitment. That is what the democratic leadership template is all about, giving room for other team members. In this case scenario, the Deputy Commissioner of Police gave the platform to other senior officers to be able to contribute ideas towards the execution of the policy directive of the Commissioner of Police in this particular case scenario. Then let's now see how he transited into the pace-setting leadership style. Remember, the pace-setting leadership style is a leadership style where the team leader, sets a standard, he exemplifies a standard, and then he expects his team members to also mirror what he has modeled before them. With the operational plan finalized, the Deputy Commissioner of Police shifted gears to a pace-setting leadership style to drive rapid, high-standard execution. He personally led the pilot rollout at the command headquarters. That is what the pace-setting leadership style is all about. You don't just set a standard and you expect people to just start performing according to expectation. You exemplify it. He personally led the pilot rollout at the command headquarters. That is the Deputy Police Commissioner, demonstrating the digital login system himself, working long hours alongside team leads, and setting an uncompromising standard for accuracy and response speed. Expecting his team to match his pace and dedication, his hands-on approach created a healthy sense of urgency. That is what the pace-setting leadership style is all about. The ability to see that, people do what you expect from them by you exemplifying what you want them to do. Remember, the journey started with the democratic leadership style. The police commissioner gave a policy directive. The execution of it fell on the table of the deputy commissioner of police in charge of operation. Now he needed to bring other senior officers that are heading different divisional, units, traffic, health, tactical team leads, and he gave room for them to make contribution for the execution of the ideas. And having set direction for that, he then also ensured that to make this a reality, standards needs to be set. Not just setting the standard, him also exemplifying the standard to see that the people ensure that this is a serious matter, and then they do what is expected of them. He personally led the pilot rollout at the command headquarters, demonstrating the digital logging system, working long hours alongside team leads, and setting an uncompromising standard for accuracy and response speed. Expecting his team to match his pace and dedication, his hands-on approach created a healthy sense of urgency. Divisional leaders quickly emulated his standards to avoid falling behind. Within 90 days, the state achieved a fully operational digital dispatch system, successfully translating high-level policy into measurable operational efficiency. What are the leadership lessons we can glean from this case scenario? Remember, the case scenario is all about how a deputy commissioner of police was able to apply the democratic and the pace-setting leadership style to translate the commissioner of police policy directive, policy vision into daily operations. Key leadership lesson 1: inclusion drives execution. Inclusion drives execution, which is a democratic leadership template or model or leadership style where you have to involve your team members for ideal contribution, for the execution of the team goals and team objective. Inclusion drives execution. Policies succeed when leaders use a democratic approach to consult frontline personnel, identifying practical obstacles early and securing emotional buy-in. Second leadership lesson: lead by example to set the standard. That is the pace-setting leadership style. Lead by example to set the standard. High ambition initiatives require pace-setting leadership, where executives actively model the urgency and standards they expect teams to achieve. Very important. I believe that lots of lessons have been added to, a lot of value have been added to you today. You have gleaned a lot of insight from this case scenario today. Just understand that one size fits all leadership style is not what we use for all situations. The deputy commissioner of police in this case scenario understood that for him to be able to bring the policy directive of the commissioner of police into reality, he needed to use a democratic leadership template and style to involve the other senior officers. And then he also needed to exemplify what he wants them to do to make that policy direction or policy vision a reality. And then he brought in the pace-setting leadership style. And this is what we need to be doing from time to time as leaders across various spheres, across various sectors and various industries, in order to be able to ensure productivity and effectiveness in what we do. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I will still remain the amiable, Inuagata no Sahai. Your day is so blessed. Thank you.